Gay Fanatic.
All right, guys. Man, I'm a little late on this. I know. I had a busy week last week, man. But if you didn't know, if you were, living under a rock, the Call of Duty Vanguard open beta was released around, I think, September 17th and ran all the way to the 22nd of September. And it's now the 29th, and I am just doing a video on it. Oh, man. But this is going to be my impressions of this shooter. First, let's do the intro, though. Hey, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Tick, aka Game Fanatic, the Michael Jordan of the game, and also the Rebel YouTube Underground. And first things first, I just want to say, if you are a newcomer and you heard that obnoxious intro of mine and you said to yourself, that sounds like Cash Nasty, he's copying off Cash Nasty, you'd be extremely wrong. I've been on YouTube since 2011, and I think I came up with that obnoxious intro around 2012. And yeah, just because the bigger YouTuber is bigger than that person does not mean that the smaller guy copied, because I did not copy. I think I was predating Cash Nasty. Maybe Cash Nasty saw one of my videos and he was like, I'm going to make an annoying sound just like that. Maybe. But he just became more popular. And I'm not hating on Cash Nasty. I like his stuff, man. I go over there and watch his stuff all the time, especially his reaction videos, because they're quite entertaining. But yes, that I did not copy off of Cash Nasty. All right, so let's continue on. So I want to talk about the beta. All right, so before the game came out, there was a lot of hate behind it. Everybody just hating on it because one, it was Call of Duty, because everybody goes, Call of Duty is the same thing. You play a Call of Duty once, you play them all. Which that goes with every game. Like no other games, even Battlefield, which I'll talk about later, they don't add anything really different to the game. It's literally the same game just about every single time. Might just look prettier, and it may have one addition or two additions to it. That's it. And Call of Duty does the same thing. So that goes with any game. So the argument is a fail. It's a cop-out. They also hate it because it's a World War II shooter. Now, you know me. I like World War II shooters. The very first Call of Duty, my very favorite Call of Duty, was a World War II shooter, which is the original Call of Duty and the expansion pack, which is the best, which is called United Offensive. By far, best Call of Duty of all time, in my opinion. And then VCOD would be my second favorite, which is the original. And then I would say the third one would be Call of Duty 3. I love Call of Duty 3. It was like a mixture of Battlefield and the original Call of Duty. It was pretty great. Just had some things that kind of fell short compared to United Offensive, which still is the greatest, in my opinion. So I like World War II shooters. World War II has a very rich history. It kind of molded, what the United States and the world is today, because if we'd lost, we probably would all be under communism. So, or dictatorship, which almost kind of seems, I'm not going to talk about that because YouTube is attacking anybody who, comes after Mr. B. But it almost seems like that's going down right now with those mandates. But anyway, the world would be crazy if World War II didn't exist and if the Allied forces did not win that war. All right, so I want to talk about this game. First things first, I want to talk about the gameplay. So I asked some questions. I asked some few people that played the closed beta before I got a hand on it, and I was asking them, like, what's the game like? And I watched a few YouTube videos as well, and there were YouTubers saying that it felt like Modern Warfare 2019. And I read about that before the closed beta came out, that it was going to feel like that. But yeah, some YouTubers said it, and then I asked some of my friends who played it. Some of them were dirtbags and weirdos, because I said, hey, I want to know how you feel about the game, even though I'm going to buy it, so it doesn't really matter if you don't like it or not, I'm still going to buy it. And for some reason, they caught offense to that. It was a bunch of weirdos, they know who they are. And then I asked a few other people who actually, were a little bit more mature, and they were like, yeah, it pretty much does feel like Modern Warfare 2019. So I will confirm, it does feel like Modern Warfare 2019 with World War II weapons, which is not a bad thing, because from what I heard when Modern Warfare 2019 released, that was a very good Call of Duty. They haven't seen a very good Call of Duty in a long time since that one. They got a lot of praise, which apparently people hate it now because of the whole kept behind doors thing. And I've been seeing a lot of the Call of Duty community praising Cold War, which they hated at the beginning because they said it was a step back, because it moved a lot of the movements and the tactical gameplay and the sound and stuff that made Modern Warfare 2019 a great, and some of the graphics. So I don't think anybody knows what they like nowadays, but I will say, yes, it is a mixture to me of Modern Warfare 2019. You got your tactical sprint, you got the gunsmith, which looks identical to Modern Warfare 2019. Even mounting on the walls and stuff like that feels very reminiscent of Modern Warfare 2019. Now, I will say it also has a bit of Cold War in there, because Cold War comparably is a very, very fast-paced game where, I mean, they move like they are the Flash. And this game is very slightly faster than Modern Warfare 2019 when it comes to the movement. So I would say it's like an in-between of both of those titles. Because people like Black Ops Cold War because they said it feels like the old CODs is fast. They like that fast-paced gameplay. There's no camping behind doors and all that stuff. So I guess, you know, they listened and they were like, well, shoot, they like the fast-paced gameplay of Black Ops, but they also like the tactical movement and stuff of Modern Warfare 2019. Let's put it together. And you got this. So kudos. I think it feels very nice. I enjoyed the movement and everything. The people didn't move too fast where I can actually kind of aim a little bit. The time to kill is, I would say, pretty quick. Now, again, it's reminiscent to Modern Warfare 2019 and even Cold War. You die pretty fast. If you don't get your shot off before the other person gets the shot off, there's a high chance you're going to die, unless he misses one bullet. That's the only way he's not gonna kill you. Now, if you're playing on PC, you better have the best aim in the world and steady your aim. Console, you guys don't have to worry about that. You got aim assist. It makes it a lot easier for you. Which, I mean, it makes sense. You should have something like that to play against PC guys because, you know, this is cross-platform. But, man, it is literally like aimbot. It is so much simpler to use aim assist. I don't care if you try to argue with me. I don't care. I've done it myself. I hooked up my controller to see if it'll make a difference, and it definitely made a difference. Aim assist is easier. Okay? Because it does the work for you. All right, so, yeah. Anywho. So, yeah, you got to be precise because you die fast. As you see, I am near death after he hit me twice. One more bullet and I probably would have died. So, you got to be pretty precise with your aim. Now, there are some things, some other things I liked about the game. One, graphics. Graphics look pretty nice. I didn't expect that from watching other people play it, but when you actually play it yourself, especially if you have HDR, this game looks fantastic. The graphics, the textures, the effects from explosions and weather effects, the smoke coming off the gun when you're reloading, it looks fantastic. And I don't even think they even had all the textures in the game because it was open beta. I feel like it's going to look even sexier when the game comes out. Kind of like how Modern Warfare 2019 did on their open beta. Like their open beta or alpha, whatever it was, it didn't look as good at first. And then when you got the game, it looked even better. Like it was crazy. So I'm hoping the same thing goes to this because right now the game looks amazing. What else did I like about this game? The kill streaks. The kill streaks are actually pretty nice. They weren't too overpowered. I can't really say there was a kill streak that was annoying compared to, you know, what you would see in Modern Warfare 19 with helicopters flying around destroying you, because they didn't really have helicopters like that in World War II, so that was also a plus. The kill streaks were not too bad. I actually like that. Now, the negatives. The negatives, right off the bat, man, I know it's just straight off the bat. The sound. The sound on this beta was horrible. Now, don't get me wrong, it was a 14 gigabyte file. I'm guessing it was super compressed compared to what it will be when it comes out. Because, you know, COD files are normally about like 70 gigabytes or something. It was only 14 gigs, which is very small. But the sound was so bad where it almost sounded like you were shooting a mile away from where you were actually shooting from because the gun it wasn't loud at all. I'm getting destroyed. I got a double kill. Let's get it. I'm trash for that. Also, just the sound in general just wasn't loud. When people talked over the mic, it literally killed all the game sound. You didn't hear anything when people were talking on the mic. And what's weirder was when someone fired further away from you, it sounded like it was closer to you. So the sound was just way off. It was kind of hard to find where people were and hear their footsteps. A lot of times I got snuck up on because I just could not hear them because the sound was bad. So they need to, you know, fix that up before the real game drops because it was horrible. Another thing I didn't like was, you know, the whole character thing. I hate since Overwatch and all these games that you have these characters that you choose from now. So the problem is there's no more allies versus axes apparently because I didn't see that at all. I saw people running around with the same characters. Now you couldn't even choose a character you want to play as. They give you like either the Russian sniper girl, American black soldier, American Asian soldier, some English shaved head guy, some Russian guy, you get all these different characters, but they randomly pick them for you in the beta. You couldn't choose which one you wanted. Now, I'm sure when the game comes out, they're going to allow you to do so, but on the beta, you couldn't. So the problem was you would be running around with your teammate who looks like the shaved English guy. He runs in the room. All of a sudden, the shaved English guy comes out the room. You're thinking it's your teammate, but it's an enemy, and he destroys you because you thought it was your teammate because everyone looks like the same people. So I hate that whole character-based thing. I think it just should go back to, the factions, Axis versus Allies, or Japanese. Like, it's just like World of War had it. Like, it should be just like that. I don't like these character-based things. I know people like to customize their people, but I don't care about none of that. I don't care. But that was an issue as well. So that was one of my other gripes. Was there was no factions, and then you couldn't choose your character, and everybody looked the same. But all in all, man, like, I enjoyed the game. It was a very fun experience. I can't wait for it to come out. I'm definitely going to pick it up and have it. It's going to complement my Battlefield 2042 and my Halo, man. Like, whenever I want to play something a little bit more fast-paced, I want to play that Call of Duty. If I want to play something that's a little slower but fast-paced, but I have to think a little bit more, I want to play that Battlefield. Whenever I want something in between, I want to play that Halo Infinite, man. So I'm looking forward to all those shooters, man. Like, I'm a shooter guy. That's what I do. But anyway, sound off in the comment section below, man, if you agree or disagree with your boy. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff if you are new. But this is your boy Tick, a.k.a. Game Fanatic, the Michael Jordan of gaming. And I'm going to be gone. Bye.